All right, here's another example of the chain rule that's embedded, that has a little something more embedded in it, I should say, and that's the quotient rule. All right, again, I'm going to start right off by identifying certain functions. And in this case, I'm going to identify the middle as u. And so what I can do is call u is equal to 1 minus 2v over 1 plus v. And here, du dv is equal to the derivative of the top. And so remember, this is going to be the quotient rule. We have to utilize the quotient rule when we take the derivative. Okay, quotient rule says we take the derivative of the top times the bottom. So the derivative of the top is negative 2 times the bottom, 1 plus v, minus the derivative of the bottom, which is 1, times the top, which is 1 minus 2v, all over the bottom squared. Okay, let's spend a little bit of time clean this up. Negative 2 minus 2v. Be very careful on this that you distribute this negative 1 to both. So we have a minus 1 and we have a plus 2v. That means that the plus 2v, the negative 2v go away, and we have a negative 3. This is over 1 plus v quantity squared. And so we have negative 3 over 1 plus v quantity squared. This becomes our du dv. According to the chain rule, though, df, the derivative of f with respect to v, is equal to df du times du dv. All right, well, we've already called u this thing inside. And so if we have, instead of f of v, we have f of u is equal to u cubed, which means that f prime of u is equal to 3u squared, according to our power rule. Or perhaps in proper notation, since we're using the original style of the chain rule, this is df du. Okay, so df du is 3u squared. So chain rule says we take df du and multiply it by du dv. So df du, so this is 3 times u. Now u was 1 minus 2v over 1 plus v, quantity squared, times negative 3 over 1 plus v quantity squared. And so now you can combine these two. So we're going to have 3 times negative 3, which is, we can combine that on the top. 3 times negative 3 is a negative 9. And this is going to be squared inside. This is going to be 1 minus 2v squared. All over, we have 1 plus v squared on the bottom in this one. We have 1 plus v quantity squared on the bottom in that one. Multiply the two together, you add the exponents to give yourself a 1 plus v quantity to the 4th. And so that's our final answer. The derivative of f with respect to v is this stuff.